So here, as we discussed in the previous video, we have seen what type of site should be selected for a hostel building. So now let us see what are the different components inside the hostel building. So here you can see the first one, the main entrance hall. So the main entrance hall, it is usually consisting of a general notice board which is put up on the wall of the main entrance hall, and also it contains a notice board which gives us the details of all the students who are residing in that hostel. So after the entrance hall, we need to check the other components as well, that is warden's office, dining hall, kitchen room, sanitary units, etc. So the next we can see here. So the next component is the warden's office. So the warden's office, so this can be, the warden office can be given separately, or not just warden office, an accommodation should be given to the warden, or a home, we can say a home or a house should be given to the hostel warden separately, which is nearby the hostel building. Or if the separate accommodation is not being provided or has not been provided for the warden, so if the hostel building is a bit big, then even warden's accommodation can be given in the warden's hostel itself, not in the warden's hostel, in that hostel building itself. So also we can see what are the different room size that should be given inside the hostel building. So here we can see, if we are giving the warden the room accommodation inside the hostel building itself, so the area or the floor area of that warden's accommodation, the room of that warden's accommodation should not be less than 20 meters square. If the warden is also given a room in the hostel building, so his or her room, that is the floor area, should not be less than 20 meters square of the area. Then coming to the committee room, wherein officials of the hostel can sit and discuss about the different topics related to the hostel. So that committee room should not be having an area less than 30 meters square. And also the housekeeper, so the cleaning items are all kept in the housekeeping store, as we know. So that housekeeper who takes care of all those cleaning, who takes care of the storehouse of that hostel building, so that person, that area which is given to him or her, so that area shall not be less than 10 meters square. So these are the different components that we saw in the warden's accommodation or warden's office component. So here we saw the area that needs to be covered for the warden's room, the area that needs to be covered for the housekeeper, okay, and the area that needs to be given to the committee room. So then we can see the accommodation area, so that is the students' accommodation area, or the people who are living in the hostel, their accommodation area. So here we can see the single seater room. If only there is one person in that room, so that room should be given an area of 10 to 15 meters square. If this is two-seat room, that is if there are two people in that room, so then it shall be increased from 10 to 15 meters square to 15 to 20 meters square. Then coming to the three-seater room or the three-people room, so that area should be 20 to 25 meters square. Lastly, the four-seater room, so it should be given an area of 25 to 36 meters square. Okay, in the next video we shall discuss about the dining hall, kitchen and the sanitary units.